EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 12. They go play action with Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete to Melton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. There's the big tight end bang. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready? Set, go.
He'll look to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set, go.
From the pistol, here's Walker.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
From the gun, it's Levis. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. Still on his feet. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
On 2nd down, Levis. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Right side forward. On. Diamond.
On play action, here's Levis. This one intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cedric Gray. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal.
Move! 54, make 54.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Levis to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
Like 54, like 54.
They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. A second effort, and he is in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10.
Smash, smash.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Go.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Walker. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. Now it is 1st and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. gets to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. To throw is Levis. He's got it. That's Burks.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. He'll look deep here for Burks. And this will be incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Let's go.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cedric Gray. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard running left. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want
to the goal line and in. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans will take a 14-6 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ray going to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. This one complete to Melton. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Seahawks 6.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by a Monty Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. He'll look deep here for Brooks. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. The Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Rayshon Jenkins. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Let's go. Seven Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
They'll look to that's in the end zone and intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and That ball falls incomplete.
Here's Levis. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he...
That one, taken in. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Once again, it's Walker.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds.
Like 13.
The man in motion is Burks. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action.
Seahawks 15.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Like 13.
The man in motion is Burks.
What?
On play action, here's Levis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Titans first down.
49. Out on.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On second down, Levis. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. Big opening up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Pollard. Pollard, 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Levis with a give to Spears. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he's got another one. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. He'll run, and he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Back to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Seattle.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Back to the air one more time. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Pollard. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. Here's first down.
Go! Go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when